up, everybody? We made
Good
it.
morning, you
Good
guys.
morning. Good morning. We are here with another episode of Morning Quest. I am
Yes,
CMoney. Over on this side, you see
yes.
the very beautiful and lovely Doodle.
Hi, you guys. Good morning. I am so happy to be here with you all. I hope you had a fantastic weekend and that you're off to start the week right, and
Right.
excited. I am.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What's up, G Maybe? What's up, Sith? What's going on,
Good
guys?
morning, you guys.
Oh man, well, it looks like G maybe didn't have a great weekend. He feels like he got a little sick
Maybe I'm
himself.
sorry.
That
I'm
sucks, my man.
sorry you're not feeling well still. I hope you feel better soon. You know how much we love you and we enjoy you being here with us. So it's heartbreaking to hear that you're not feeling well, but lots of love send your way from us. And we appreciate it so much that you're here with us because obviously you're not feeling well. Sith,
Absolutely.
how was
Well,
your weekend?
well, it looks like he's
Oh,
happy because he finally got his Starfield,
yes.
the Constellation Edition. Nice. That's dope. That's dope. Yeah,
That's
it looks
fantastic.
really, really cool. So, yeah, we are knee deep into Starfield world. It's wild that it's like every show. It's like it's about Starfield
Yeah.
now. Starfield is like
Yeah.
taking over gaming right now. And I know that we've been playing, and specifically you've been playing, and I'm excited about that
You
because
guys, so
you've been playing. Why
yeah.
don't you tell us? Tell us about your
Um,
experience so far. What
listen,
you have
I'm
been
not
going
gonna
on?
lie. I'm gonna tell you guys a little something that happened. Last night, C Money was like, maybe we should go to sleep. I was playing Starfield and it was like what 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
2 o'clock in the
And I was
morning.
like, well, just give me a minute, let me finish what I'm doing. and then we go to bed.
Yeah.
Not gonna
She's
lie.
I think
Yes.
she's
It's definitely a completely different experience when you're playing the game than when you're watching someone else play it. It's stunning. You appreciate it, but being in there, making those decisions yourself, it's a complete different beast. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little more cautious than I go ahead and tell C Money to be while he's playing. I
Oh,
it's
we know.
crazy.
We
My
all know.
persuasion skills in the game are a lot better than yours, see, I'm not gonna lie. I've
I
dodged a
don't
lot
know
of
how
things.
it happened.
I'm
I
just
don't know how it
saying,
happened.
it's been
I've had way
something
too many
else.
battles.
I see them with their head down like, "Yo, you make sense. Let's not fight." So, I'm like, "That's what I thought." Alright?
Oh my
But I
god.
got the smoothness coming through on, Starfield for sure. I spent a crazy amount of time guys, so I went to take a picture and
Mm.
I got in it. Like, I have sitting down pictures, jumping, like, it's, like, crazy. And then when you do the jumping one, there's a mode where you could, like, shift the camera, and it looks like you're leaping off the mountain. Yo, I took some great pictures. I went to take one photo, and, like, before I knew, like, I had spent, like, an hour in just doing so, like, just taking pictures.
Welcome,
Um
Jacob. What's
Jacob,
up, my man?
welcome.
What's up,
Thank
my
you for
man?
being here. Good
Thank you,
morning.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, so we went I went in. I went in and I've also been picking things up. My character is so much lighter than yours, see? Like I could just move freely. I don't pick up a lot of stuff. I just pick up what I need, which is fantastic that I got to watch you play first. That's the one thing. Yes, as great as it is, to play the game yourself by watching you see like I'm able to know how not to get like stuck in certain places that maybe I would be and also what not to do, not to over carry things. You don't make as much money from them, so it's like not worth it. So my character
Yeah.
is light, running, leaping, can breathe in
Yeah.
comparison
So
with the situation and the frustration I had with your character.
yeah, for real. So you already like you've already started playing way different than I've been playing this
Yes.
already. Uh,
Yes, for sure.
you were you loaded your save and it was like, all right, the mission is to get on the plane, get on your spaceship and like go. And like I was like, yeah, just go over there, boom. Um, so um yeah, so I'm sorry, you went ahead and you did that, and then like instead of getting on the ship, you like turned around
Yeah,
and you just went on the planet
I
and you
did.
started exploring and you started collecting the like resources and things like that
Mhm.
and skinning, and then you're like messing with these
I'm
creatures that
collecting
were on the
fiber,
planet.
all kinds of stuff.
And
Yes,
then you found like this dope ass hidden cave
I
that I did
did.
not even know
You didn't even
about.
get to see. It's funny because I had it on. You said you put mine on the TV, so I'm going ahead and I'm playing and I'm wandering around. And you said, the next thing to do is for you to get on the ship, right? And I was like, but I don't want to. I'm gonna go explore. I found caves. I found freaking all kinds of animals. Yo, my robot. I forget his name again. My robot, yo, he
Vasco?
is gangster. Like I don't even. He starts
He's
fights
aggressive.
that I didn't even start, and then I just jump right in, and he can handle his own. He starts problems like crazy. He's definitely um a part of Doodle's team. But yeah, he went at it. He was killing everything he found. And I'm like, yo, calm down. Calm down. That's not how we start this thing. But yeah, I was
Yeah.
collecting everything.
It was really cool
I was
watching you
excited.
kinda just, like, to do just the exploring. Like, you literally were,
Yeah.
like, just checking out different things, and then you, like, found this, like, mountaintop that you were feeling, and you were taking a bunch of pictures. That was really dope. It was
I
really dope.
know, I know. And then I did find like it was crazy because the cave was like super cool to go into. You feel like, you enter like a tunnel in a different secret area that if I had gotten on that ship, I would have never seen.
Yep.
Um, and again, you find resources. You even get things like right now. They're not attacking us, even though they did get a little violent, but I think it was after the fact that we started the fight. But like even from them, you collect things that you may need later on, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Jacob says he's made his first own ship yesterday. He had a hard time with the Docker because it wasn't explained. Yeah, it's you kind of got to get used to it. It's a lot of trial and error, like trying to figure out how to uh how to figure all this, like the parts and pieces and how it all works together. But once you kind of start getting it, it makes a little more sense. I just lacked like the basic creativity needed to make like
You
my
got to
own
see.
thing.
We believe in you, baby. You got
Thank you,
this.
thank you, thank you.
Yes.
So then the other thing that you stumbled upon in that world was you went to this spot and there was like this weird like rock formation on the ground. It was like an undiscovered,
Oh my
space.
gosh.
But then you went over
Yes.
there, and what's the name of that monster? The Griga, some shit. It's like
That
that big
big
one that
creature that you went if you continue on the mission path, like you go ahead and you save. I think it was a lady that was
yeah, I
like
saved the
locked
lady
in
in the
that room. You
house.
saved her.
And then I set
Yes.
up all the turrets and lured it in and killed it, right?
Yeah.
Well, that was a normal one. You went, found this rock formation, and it was an albino version of it. So it was a white
Yes.
one. And let's just say that did not go well for you and
It did
Vasco.
not. I almost had him, but where I had to reset was because he killed my robot. And
Yeah,
as Gan,
that was
that's my
the
buddy right
Terramore.
there,
Yes.
you know.
There, there you go. What's
So
up, small town smoker? Welcome, my friend.
yes. Good morning and
Yes. So
welcome. Thank you for
it was
joining
a
us.
albino version, so it was all white. And it
Yes.
was mean. It just
It was
killed
so mean.
Vasco
So mean.
and like took you down a bit. It
Yeah.
also all the terramorph. So it also taught you a very important lesson that now you know, because I saw you do it a bunch of times
Uh-huh,
after,
uh-huh.
is
What's the
that
lesson?
in
Because I didn't
games
learn
like
any lessons,
Starfield,
okay?
you
Repeat that.
always save. You
Oh,
always
yes.
save.
You should
Constantly
always
always be saving.
save. Yes. As
Always
soon
be
as you
saving.
take, a nice as soon as you have like a good minute of it, you never know what you're going to encounter, and that's the problem. You
Yep.
don't know what's coming, you don't know what's going to happen. And so it's safe to say that you should be saving your game as you go along. And I got kind of like, I started exploring, um and kind of lost track of that. And then I was like, oh shoot, I should have been saving, because it took me all the way back. But yeah, I didn't mind going back and doing it all over again, because at that point you also said, just get on your ship. I'm like, it ain't happening. So
Yeah. Yeah, and then you ended up, I saw you when you went to see the guy from, Crimson Fleet, and you negotiated your way out of that
yes.
fight, which
Hmm.
I, you know, murdered everybody there because he was not taking my bullshit. I tried to persuade him. I don't think I
He
quite understand the persuasion part, because I
okay.
think it has, like, numbers and it has these things, and I think you're still supposed to pick, like, the right answer, and then,
Yes,
like,
you
your
do not
skill
go
level
by
will
the
see where they would
numbers.
go.
You kind of have to make it like a conversation back and forth, almost as if you were having it in real life, right? So for me, the way that conversation went down, if I'm recalling correctly, I told him, like, I don't have any treasure on my ship. Like, and then I went ahead and I was like, do you want to trade? Will that make you kind of like feel better? And then I was like, why don't we just avoid the situation, and kind of go our separate ways. But I
Yeah, he just lets you
noticed
go.
the aggression kind of changing in him, and I didn't in any way have to like threaten him or anything like that. But you do
Yeah,
see, as you're getting to them, their body language kind of change. His head was kind of down. um and then that's when I was like, "How about we just let it be? We go our separate ways." And
yeah.
and yeah, that was kind of it.
So this is the well. First of all, Jacob says I would like an expansion. If not, then a mod to add a black hole quest line. That would be dope.
Okay.
He also puts out there to let us know when mods will be added in 2024. You have to start a new save, because Bethesda games always disable Xbox achievements on your mod save. So it's like basically start a new modded line. Maybe don't
Okay.
mod until you beat the game. Something like that. But
Yeah. I wouldn't mess too much with that unless it's like coming anything that's coming from them. I told you guys, like, for me, it's not that simple. Yes, even if they kind of approve it, I will let it run for a little bit and see what if there are any consequences when it comes to doing certain things. Right now, I'm enjoying the game for what it is. I don't need anything extra at the moment, because I'm enjoying it for what it is, and kind of there's so much to do and explore. And I'm happy with where I'm at. It's what I'm saying. So once these things start coming in and I know that, like, oh, that will be cool, it's safe to do, everybody's tried it, you know,
yeah,
that's when I'll jump in. I know
I
you're
think.
waiting for your Halo
Oh
situation and
yeah, I
hoping
need a
that
chief.
somebody will do
Give
that.
me, give me
But
the chief armor for sure. Um, but it does. Obviously leading up to this, you didn't really think that this would be a game that you would want to play, right? And
correct.
watching you play it, it's kind of like you. I feel like you love the idea of just doing what you find to be fun or what you like to do,
Yes. I don't
and
like
the
to be
fact that
restrained.
yeah, and the fact that this game kind of makes a situation where you can go and just have
Be.
your own fun and do what you
Yeah.
want to do and explore. Like you were literally like mining out in the world, like gathering resources. Just you got so mad
I
when you
was.
died and you didn't
I
save,
did.
so you
I
lost
did. I
all
was
the
so annoyed.
resources. and then you went right back in
Right back.
to go
I'm
get
not
them.
leaving without it. That's the one thing. I'm freaking persistent when it comes to my shit. If I want something, I'm gonna keep going until I get it. So I was like, there's no shot in hell I'm leaving this freaking planet without my shit because it belongs to me now. It's
Belongs to me
mine.
now.
No one's taking it from me. That is it.
Ah,
But yeah, wandering around, being able to just like do my own thing. I hate the feeling of restraint and kind of being structure into what to do like that. So this gives me that freedom that I want. That if I do want to take an hour just taking pictures and messing with that, then I do, And
yeah.
I could have just went on, but I was kind of like, oh my God, have I been sitting here for like an hour just taking pictures and that's what I've been doing. So I was like, okay, let me get back to where I was and exploring a little bit more,
Yeah.
you know?
No, that's dope. That's dope. So, my playthrough, has been really good. I haven't been able to play as much as I've wanted to play, but I think now that you're playing more, maybe we can play more together. So I think that'll be dope.
Yes.
But last night, um, I've been seeing online this kind of like little workaround where if you
Yeah.
went to the lodge and you went to the basement, that there's like this amazing suit, like that's like super high level, and you're supposed
Okay.
to have like the master skill to unlock. And I don't quite have
Yes.
the master skill to unlock, but shout out to Epic Treasure. She put out a video of how to do it. And I think I saw somebody else. Um, and you can literally just position yourself so much where because everything is actually, the doors and everything, like they're all really formed in the world, there's a gap between the door and the hinge that if you
Okay.
put your reticule right perfectly into the gap
Just
between the
right.
door and the wall, it's just so small. But if you do it, it'll show you that you're highlighting the mannequin that's inside. You click it and boom, 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 you get to get everything. So I got
That
like a
is
super
cool.
high level
Like,
suit, super high level helmet, jetpack. I
that's
am
awesome.
I'm set.
So just
I'm
like a
set.
little sliver of treasure that you can find, but it has to be just right. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
and it
See,
was
but
like
this is
big
the
treasure.
beauty of everyone kind of like sharing their
Yes,
experiences. Because again, you could never find something that I find, or I could never find something that you find. It's a completely different experience to get in there and kind of live your own game. I saw the suit,
agreed.
but see, I wouldn't go looking for it because I didn't like the way it looked. So as
You didn't
awesome
like
as
how it
and as
looked.
protective as that suit is, I ain't gonna be rocking it because I'm not going out like that. You know what I mean? It
I feel
has to
that.
look right. It felt like, I didn't like it. I told you right away. I was like, "What are you wearing? Take it off right now." And you were like, "This is like a super high-end, very protective suit." I was like, "Well, I'm not wearing
Absolutely.
it."
Listen,
So, yeah. But that's the
I
beauty
was
of playing how you want to play. For me, I wouldn't rock it because it looks a certain way. For you, you're like, "Yo, keep me safe." But, I got my way of handling things with my persuasion and my shooting, you know what I mean? If I gotta get
mhm,
wild, I'll
mhm.
get wild, you know?
Well, I mean, the beauty is that when you have that type of level where you know how to talk to the people, because again,
Yes,
that's a point that I didn't really realize, that it's not just how good your persuasion is, you still got to pick the right option to get them,
exactly.
you know, to get them going.
Good
Um,
morning, McNasty. Welcome. Thank you for being
what
here.
is good, BZ? What's going on? Um, but yeah, so you're already in the right path because you're already able, you know how to talk to these people. I'm so rough. They didn't like my persuasion. I tried. And
Which,
I've ranked
listen,
up my persuasion.
you would think that I'm the one pushing you to be a certain way. When we do the gameplays, it seems like I'm the one pushing you to be a certain way, but I think it begs to differ because we're playing it so differently. You know what I mean?
I just think you know how to handle the people better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
when
my
I
mind doesn't make me say I want to just murder everybody, right? But I want to try to avoid it. I press, persuasion. I don't press attack. I press
yes.
persuasion because I'm trying to get out of it. I just can't pick the right shit. I can't pick the
Yeah.
right options that make them want to let me be. So mind you, it's been kind of difficult to upgrade the persuasion skills because you have to successfully do,
Yes,
you have to
but you
successfully do them to upgrade.
you are correct. It's not just when you see the numbers, +5, that must be the best one to choose. You have to read it. You have to think of how you would react in that situation, what kind of wording you may want to use to go ahead and kind of take their guards off and make them feel like, you know what, we cool people. You know what I mean? We don't need to
Absolutely.
fight.
Absolutely.
It's all good.
So to be clear, we have G Baby puts it out there. We have
Listen,
video evidence of
I
Doodle pressuring C Money. See, I'm not just making this stuff up.
pressure or encouragement, all right?
Encourage. Oh my god,
Listen, I had
that's
nothing.
hilarious.
I know you're trying to frame me. See, I had nothing to do with your relationship with Sarah. I just told you to blow that shit up. And magically, she was standing right
Uh,
there. I have to say,
magically,
though, as much as
yeah,
it wasn't my fault, she was pissed. She looked so angry. It was
she
crazy
really
how
was.
mad she looked. And that is like props to them for having these characters
Absolutely,
kind of like react to the situation in the way that they do. John,
absolutely, my
welcome.
man.
Good morning. How are you
Good
today? I hope
morning,
you're
John.
feeling
Look,
good. I hope you
we
had a great
everybody knows.
weekend.
Doodle, just so you're aware, we all know now. Okay,
What's
there's no
up?
hiding it. She knew what she was doing. It's women's intuition. That's right. We were
Listen,
taking it
somehow
down.
I guess my body felt that I was supposed to be your bitch, and I was like, this shit is not going down as smoothly as you think, boo
Oh my
boo. That
god,
was not gonna happen.
that's wild. That's wild. That's really funny. But yeah, so I ended up getting. Oh, look at yo.
Wait, you gotta
I'm
read
gonna do it. I'm
this.
gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
my wife forbid me to romance any of those hoes. Oh my god, that's fucking
I get it. I
hilarious.
get it. That's all right. I don't mind, but let's see how C Money's gonna handle my relationships.
No, 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 no,
Mm.
no, no.
We're gonna see how that's gonna go down
Yeah,
when
I
I
can't even
break
imagine
the
that.
news. Maybe I should do it on camera.
I don't think
You know what
I
I
don't think
mean?
there's
Maybe I
guys.
shouldn't keep him posted on my game. Maybe I should do it on camera and be like, yo, I just got married. You
Damn,
will lose
it
your
is different.
shit.
It is different. It is different. Oh, Doodle.
Yeah.
He maybe says Doodle was like that hoe gotta go.
She got to go. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh my
burned her
god,
up.
that's hilarious,
But
man. That's
yeah, your
hilarious.
choices. Listen, your game, your choices. I hope you didn't feel any type of pressure when I was, instigating your game because I know
Mm.
it's so chill when
Do
I
you
was
hope
just able to play it. See, Money was like, get on your ship. I was like, I'm doing my thing.
exactly? She
So
shut that shit down real
you would have
quick.
been like, I don't know what
I'm
to
gonna go
do. All
explore.
right, I'll go.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But yeah, so I went and I got that dope ass suit with the little glitch that you get through the crack in the basement of the lodge.
Yes.
So that was dope. And then I continued on in my journey with the Crimson Fleet, right? And so remember, well, I'm sure you saw it, but I went and I robbed that ATM because I was trying to impress you, right?
I
So
remember, see.
there was a
But listen,
whole
okay,
line.
so I'm gonna
Uh,
argue this again.
how are you gonna
You
argue
can't.
it?
I'm gonna try. This is all I'm saying. You can't try to impress me by robbing an ATM. And the bank is like 2 steps away. You gotta go big. You know what I mean? I want to be like, oh damn, this motherfucker is crazy. Like I was excited until I saw the bank right there, and I was like, yo, this is some clown shit
Listen, I
right
still killed
now.
everybody
How
who
are
came
you
at me.
robbing this ATM for $300 when you could just take
I
down the
thought I was
bank?
gonna get more. Okay, I thought I was gonna
And then,
get
and then
more.
he was like, why are they shooting at me? Because you robbed them. Like it didn't even
Oh my god.
register. You took
So I
so
went.
little, it didn't even register.
So listen, I went on that I had to get on the ship and for the Caribbean
Yeah.
fleet, and I was supposed to find this guy to get some information, see if I can get his credentials for the bank, do all this stuff. And I tried to be chill, like I didn't want to
Yeah.
kill anybody. I was doing all
Uh-huh.
the right moves, I didn't want to mess anybody up. And then I got to the entire thing. I did every step of the mission, right? Without
Yes.
murdering anybody. Then I get to the end of the mission, and the guy that I'm supposed to talk to, one of the options was to kill him. Like that was like an optional mission to kill him.
Okay.
But I was like, nah, I got Sarah with me. I don't want her to be pissy at me. And I'm just not gonna
So
like kill
wait.
anybody.
It's either I'm controlling your path, right? Because I'm like, yo, shitty, bang, bang, get everybody. Or Sarah, you don't want to piss her off. So you're
Well,
being
I
nice
mean,
to everybody. What
listen,
does C-Money want?
listen.
What do you want?
What do you want?
Fuck
Listen,
these hoes.
I'm
What do you
trying to make
want?
sure that I don't mess it up with her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to keep everybody cool
She,
on that
she
side.
she ain't got it like that though. You can mess that up. It's all right. You'll find
But
somebody
listen,
else.
turns out she's pretty gangster.
All
Okay.
right.
People are
I
saying
like
that she
that.
doesn't want to do stuff, but then when I was in one situation that
When
I
you lay
ultimately got
back.
murdered. So
Yeah.
so I was talking to a guy. I finished that situation, right? I went ahead and walked around and I started stealing stuff. And
Yeah.
he saw me after we were done. I figured, listen, I got shit on you, right? Like I have things that I'm holding over your head. So I imagine
Okay.
after I finish
Okay.
getting what I want there, I can rob you. You just watch me take your stuff. He did not
Here, watch
want
me do it.
to do
All
that.
right. It's gonna
So
get
he started
interesting.
shooting me, but she started blasting off on him immediately after that. So I was
Okay.
like,
All right.
okay,
That's my type of chick.
okay. She held it
Get
down.
it?
And then I went ahead and I was going to steal the rest of his stuff now that he was dead. And I found
Okay.
his suit and all this stuff, and I cracked his case, I took his money. And then I started talking to her, right? But this is a thing that now we know is an issue. I started talking to her, but I guess when we
Yeah.
killed that dude, it did like an alert somewhere, or maybe a guard outside the door like heard it, and
Yeah.
they came in. Meanwhile, I'm stuck talking to her, right? I'm in like
Okay.
that talking situation where I could pick things.
Yes.
They come in, start blasting me. She stops talking to me, starts shooting, but
Yeah.
I'm stuck. I can't get out of the conversation mode, so I couldn't
Okay.
fight or defend myself, and I got murdered.
Okay. All right.
Done.
So
So
that's what you
that
get
was
for talking,
that was a but
to
she did
bitches.
hold it down again. But so I had to restart it. When I restarted it, it put
Yeah.
me back before we killed him. Okay. So this time I handled it because I waited to him to go to the other room and then I robbed him. Okay. So robbed
Okay.
him successfully, got everything I wanted. He wasn't paying attention. We were good. Got all the way to the end of this whole mission. And I'm with the main guy that you have to do. And again, there's an
Yeah.
option to kill him
You
as
have
one of
to
the
do a
missions
main
because
guy.
pause. Pause.
Let's
Okay.
let's
You see this? You see
just
this?
saying. I just gotta point
Damn.
this out, baby. You
Damn.
can't be out here saying all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean?
Those are facts. Those are facts. I
I
appreciate that,
gotta
but
do this main guy
thank you. Thank
real
you.
quick.
That's fucked up. So we went ahead and um I did everything. And again, I
Yes,
solved it
Umbra,
peacefully.
pause.
Pause. Yo, good morning, bro.
How do you walk into that?
I
How
don't
do
know
you
how
walk
this
into
happened.
that, Umbra?
Probably because he showed up that I said it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm feeling at this point. So I get to the end and I finally, finish everything peacefully. And
Yeah.
then again, I really feel like he knows that I can I even said it. I was like, killing you is not even out of the option right now. He was like, oh, okay, then let's not play games. Let's get to it. Let me just give you this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he immediately knew what was going down. Um, oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn it, guys. has to
through,
do a
baby.
main
Let's
guy.
go. Let's go. Bright and early on a Monday
Oh my
coming
god.
through. Yes.
Bro, as soon as I showed up, I heard it. God damn it, guys. Oh my
See?
god.
Never know. You never
Jacob
know.
says, so wait, C Money was inside a Crimson Fleet ship with Sarah. I think she would be more than happy to end the Crimson Fleet. She's riding with me, dude. I haven't taken Vasco with me. She's been the only one by my side the whole time. So
Yeah.
she's been doing everything. John Wolf says, I don't know about that, C Money. Sarah been all about the business in my 42 hours. That girl want nothing but watching the stars and ain't giving up an inch. She already shot me down. I had the flirt issue a while back. I pressed it, and she was like, I don't have time for any of this. Like, she just basically said, like, it's just not gonna happen. Okay. I was like, all right,
let me break it down for you and John. All right. What she's trying to say is, I don't want you. All right. I don't want you.
That's the way I heard
Move on.
BZ
you
is
guys
talking
are
about
married.
the other girl, right? Endeja. So he says it's weak that Endeja has given me 2 options to even talk, let alone flirt. But Barrett gets the flirt option every damn convo. Oh snap! But I thought Endeja was a person that you could like romance. Oh,
gotta keep at it,
look
guys.
at Umbra. She turned you down, but she married me.
Damn. C-Money, turn around real quick and cry for a little bit. We won't listen.
Wild. That's wild. That's wild. That's wild. Oh my god! You see what happens here? This is abuse. This is abuse.
God.
I'll figure it out.
Damn. You gotta give her that lip. You know what I mean?
Gotta give her that lip.
Smooth talker. You gotta see her personality and then approach. You know what I mean?
John Wolf said, "Wow, she's all about those Chicago boys." Oh, Sarah, we're gonna have words. I actually, so I did everything cool, and again, literally, I like threatened him, so he knew it was gonna go down, and then I'm robbing him, right?
Okay.
He sees me, and he starts popping off at me, and I'm like, well, I guess this is just meant to be, right? So I murder him.
I like that.
Okay, now we're all up in this place, this room alone. I'm like, this is fine. I'm like, I killed one dude. It's fine. Yo, I walk out of there.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. Mad guards out in the streets. I'm fucking running through, dodging people because I was like, I'm not even ready for this heat right now. Like I'm all the way upstairs. I know how far I gotta go. I have to meet my contact down there.
There's nothing like the heat you ain't prepared for.
Yo, I was not prepared for the heat, man. So I run dodging people, like I'm dipping and dodging.
Yeah.
Then I finally get to a place where I had to start murdering people because it was narrow, and that's it. They were ready. I felt really bad because like there was soldiers who were fighting me, and that's fine, right? Like you signed up for this, okay?
Yeah, you gonna get it, all right?
You're gonna get shot. It's over, right? But then I start making it down to the bottom of the ship where I'm gonna meet the guy, and in between there and him and the guy I have to meet, so many like just people who work there who like they gave him a gun, like, hey, if anything goes down, protect yourself. Just these regular workers that I passed when I walked in, and they were like, hey, yeah, I know you're here for this such, yeah, no problem.
They got popped.
Like, killed so many of them.
Listen, sometimes everybody gotta go,
Yo, for real. And Sarah murdering too, she was just getting it in. So I feel like maybe I'm converting her. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm slowly taking her to this path. You know what I'm saying? Because she's killed many.
So you're still working that right there. You're still trying to get
playing the long game. I'm
trying to get that juicy juice from Sarah.
Well, I at least want to marry her. You know what I'm saying? Because so many people have been marrying her. I feel like I'm just. You
want to join the club. You want to join the club. Man.
Look, G Maybe says Umbra wooing her with those dusset tones, right? So the smooth tones.
Maybe he did serenade Sarah. We don't know.
Oh, look, there you go. John says it now. Makes more sense.
Yeah, baby.
Her personality don't like the Latino heat. She's too dry.
Yeah. Yo, she was
Oh, that's
cranky
so
as
bad.
hell when we blew her up. Like, girl, chill.
Oh,
All right. But it is that
oh.
Latino heat.
See,
She
all
needs
right.
it
I knew
though.
I
She
wasn't
needs it.
crazy when I saw the word dulcet. Yes. Okay, that makes more sense in my life. I was like, dusset. That's
You were
something.
like dictionary. Let's go.
Dixon, what's a dusset? Beezy says you can romance Andrea, but she's been a straight shooter. I'm getting zero play with her. I don't know when you get her. I've never met her yet, and I'm 20 something hours in, never met Andrea.
That's the beauty of this game. It's crazy how we are all having like different experiences. You
Oh my
know?
god, yo, seriously, babe. If Umbra says I told her I knew Kanye West and she started sweating me.
Can you
Oh my
imagine?
god.
Let me tell you a
Oh,
little
that's
something,
wild.
Sarah.
So Jacob says it's recommended to abandon Vasco because he won't approve of killing anyone or doing illegal stuff, but Sarah is okay with it. I mean, I don't think you could just
You,
run up and murder, but I think she's starting to understand when you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because she has not been giving me shit when I'm like
So she's
doing
not a
missions and
natural
killing who I have to
killer, but
kill.
she'll join in.
Exactly. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And
Like she
Vasco,
is
for me, yo, he is with me. Like he started battles that I didn't even start. Like he is out there. My Vasco is dope. Like he crazy as hell. So
yeah,
I'm down with
he is.
Vasco.
I've never seen him so aggressive over here
No,
shooting
yours is mad
random
chill though.
animals that weren't
See?
even bothering you.
Yeah,
They were
they
just
weren't
walking
even
around. He's like,
looking at us.
"You're
And
getting
I hear
close."
him
Pew, pew,
blasting
pew.
off,
Like
kill
shit.
like 4 or 5 of them before I even joined the fight. It was crazy. Yeah,
Oh my god.
I got a
Uh,
gangster
look
one.
at John.
So that's
I
dope.
just want to collect my sandwiches and make sweet love in my ship, but Sarah rather dig up
Oh,
rocks. That's fucked up.
damn. Yo, delete that real quick before
Yo,
your
that's
wife
wild.
finds it, John.
He's like, "Don't worry, she ain't watching your shit. You I."
Go through your records. What did you type? What did
Oh
you
my
type
god.
today?
Uh, BZ says Sarah shot my ass down too. Said she doesn't deserve
Damn.
it if I knew about her past. Blah blah blah. So I left and went to Andrea.
That's what I'm
But
saying. See,
going back
but
to
that's what you
Sarah to
guys are
apply
not.
full court pressure now.
See, what you guys are not getting is the fact that maybe Sarah's not for you. You know what I mean? You got to find the right personality,
Maybe
somebody you want to be with. Just because other people got Sarah, it doesn't mean you want Sarah. You don't want to
that's
have her
true.
because other people have her. You want to have her because that's the one you want. So go
There's
find
so
your
much.
person in the game.
There's
That's
so
what I'm
much
going to
Sarah.
do.
Yo, fall back, Doodle. All right, I'm gonna sabotage
I
your
don't know
shit.
who I
I'm
want
gonna start
yet.
logging into your shit, talking to
No,
them,
you better
just
not.
ruining
Mess
relationships.
it up.
I'm gonna sabotage that shit. I'm petty. I'm petty as fuck, yo.
You are. You so would do that. You would
I'm still
so
gonna do it.
do that,
I'm gonna do
yo.
it, yo. I'm gonna do it.
That's
Oh my god.
crazy.
Infinite Umbra says,
So
I
true,
figured on the
though.
first playthrough, I'll stick with Sarah, but on New Game Plus, I'll aim for Adreja. What if you can't?
Yo,
What if New Game Plus just
yo.
keeps your woman and you're screwed? Oh,
See?
Kinsea, welcome. A
Isaiah,
bowl of
welcome,
cereal with
baby.
the first family of gaming. Oh, thank you so
Yes,
much
that's
for
what's
coming.
up,
Appreciate it.
baby.
Oh, my man, John. But Sarah got that booty, yo. Oh my god,
Get
this
it,
is
John.
wild.
Listen, John, today,
Oh my
before I
god.
go to sleep, I'm gonna be like, Jesus, please give John a break with Sarah. All right? He needs to get into that booty.
Oh my god. Small town smoker says Sarah gifted me lubricant. Oh damn.
Ooh,
Damn. All
damn,
right. All right.
damn,
Sarah likes
damn.
something going on over there.
Listen, Sarah's handing it out. I don't know why you guys ain't getting it.
I
That's all
know.
I
I
got to
feel like
say.
what's wrong with
Oh,
us? Uh, BZ says, Doodle, I want her because there are only 2 women romance options.
that's
Oh,
it? Like in the
so you
entire
gotta
game?
pick one or the other.
Listen,
Well,
you don't know who's
I
gonna
already
pop
put in the
in.
work on Sarah. I can't sabotage that work by trying with Andrea. What if Sarah finds out? And then what if Andrea finds out? And then you're just romanceless. And then you end
Listen,
up like BG3 where this dude start coming at me and I'm like, God damn it, leave me alone.
Yo, BG3 got crazy for CMoney.
BG3
All
did get
right.
crazy.
It got intense. It got crazy. That was something
if
else.
it said, I thought about that. In that case, I'll get a divorce and then go for Andrea. Oh my God.
Yo, Umbra is not playing games. He's like, I'm gonna drop this bitch now and I'm gonna get with that one. You do you, all right? You gotta
Oh
do
my
what makes
God.
you happy.
G Baby says there's already a booty mod for Sarah.
No way. Are you kidding me? Is that serious?
It
That's
says
what's
after
up.
I smashed Sarah, she said to me, "Woo, where did you learn those moves?"
Oh, damn. Yo, it gets like that?
Oh my
Is that
God.
for real?
I don't see why he would lie.
Listen,
Oh my
listen.
God.
Everybody's gonna get laid.
Everybody. John says we can't compete with Umbra.
Apparently.
Oh my God.
Listen, guys, get it together. It's gonna be fine. You just gotta move on. You know what I'm saying?
Apparently.
You can't be
Apparently.
thirsty for a bitch, you know? You gotta chill.
Well,
Step
listen,
aside.
it gets lonely in space. You know what I'm saying? Jacob says, I saw on Twitter that Sony may do to a rating release a complete edition of Horizon Forbidden West, and some people hated on that and called it milking and money hatting, and I don't understand why. I don't understand that because games have always released and then like done a complete edition or game of the year edition, like either later that same year or the next year. So that I'm not gonna give too much to because it's not worth it. Beezy says Barrett is applying full court pressure on me. I don't even want him on my missions anymore.
Oh damn! Damn!
Oh
Shoot his ass!
Oh my God! Oh
Get rid of him!
God. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Oh my God. Yeah, Jacob says collect the CE is the game plus every expansion. That just makes sense. They've always done that. Infinite says she really says it. She says different things if you have her with you and go to sleep on a bed. LOL. That's digital.
What?
That digital ass is calling us.
You guys are wild. You guys are wild. That's all I'm gonna say.
Because it's like these are scenarios that present themselves to your main character. You feel like you will feel bad for him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, if there's a way for you to get some digital ass, you deserve some digital ass. How many people did you kill? You're stressed, bro. You need a relief.
Yeah, you need to release.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta. It's just what has to happen. Oh my God.
How much do they really show you like them getting it on?
No, I don't. I mean, I doubt that they don't
Not
ever
that
show
deep.
like they show like maybe kissing and like moving to make it looks like it, but they don't actually show the action like that. It's not like softcore.
Just the after, like the conversation, like, yo, thumbs up or down.
Yeah, right. It depends. Some of them try, to make it a little more explicit, but for the most part,
I get that. I get that.
It's wild though. But yeah, so we ended up playing that, and then I ended up killing that dude. And I honestly, it's just so crazy because you played it so much last night. Just again, exploring, doing your own shit, things that I never did. You stumbled across, these caverns. Like I have done zero exploring. Like I haven't explored anything at all. I've been going through the missions as I go. I've just been taking different missions and side missions, but I haven't done any real exploring. And I keep getting like I keep picking up books, right? Because I know that if you pick a book, sometimes it'll trigger something. So like I know one of the things I picked up, there's a location of Dubai on Earth. Like I want to go see Dubai, but I'm like,
that's dope. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know there's like so much waiting for me to do once I decide to kind of pull back on the missions a bit, but they're so interesting. John Wolf says, nah, they don't make games like BMX Triple X anymore. Oh my God. I don't know if you ever heard of that game, but I remember.
Tell me.
is bicycle game, right? Like literally like tricks and stuff. They riding
Yeah.
bikes, but like triple X. So like boobs out, all that type of crazy stuff while you're playing.
Mm, mm,
It was
mm.
insane.
I
It
get
was
it. I
insane.
get it. What was that game you told me about that you like can hit someone
Small
with
town,
like,
appreciate it, my man. Thank you for stopping
thank you
by.
for stopping by. Have an awesome day.
Sis,
Um,
love y'all, but I gotta get back to Starfield. Have a
oh,
great day. I feel that.
thank you.
I feel that.
Have the best
Thanks, homie.
day.
Appreciate it. BZ
What was
says, I
that
wish they had
game you
more
told me?
romance options. I agree.
Yes, like really get because if there is such a big galaxy, right? You have
Okay.
so much going on.
So
You should
actually,
be
to
able to
that
hit
point,
on anybody.
for sure. To that point, right? I didn't know that there was only two options, right? So when you go into when the UC picks you up before you start the Crimson Fleet mission, remember that
Yeah.
part I was stuck, babe, that I didn't know that you had to go talk. Umbra helped me out and told me that you had to
Yes, I remember that.
like
Yes.
change the mission back, and then it would tell you that you have to
Yes.
talk to that girl. Well, if you talk to that girl long enough, like if you talk to her long enough, there's literally like it looks like there's options that
Okay.
lead to you kind of sweet talking
Put
her.
yeah,
Because
put you
she
on her
says, "Oh,
radar.
like maybe some other time." You know what I'm saying? That we could talk about my
Yeah.
personal stuff, right? So it seems like she was trying, like letting. I don't know if they're just teasing it, but there's only ultimately those two because you know that was suck. Because I think they said there's only like 5 people or that you can actually romance.
Okay, so more will be coming in. So the same thing for the ladies then.
Well, maybe I don't know. I don't know if that's real. Like I think it might just
You think
be
they'll throw like, a Ryan Gosling in there or something like that?
no,
No? Got it. Noted.
no.
All right. Just had to
But I
ask.
think they're just
Never
letting
know.
you like giving you the illusion of choice, like, oh, I'm gonna flirt
Yeah.
with her. Because ever since then, I've stopped back over there to see if I can further that conversation, but
Yeah.
she ain't about that life no more.
It's been
So
shut down. She told you later, bro. She told you later.
yeah, for real, for real. Jacob says, when I was bored in Skyrim, I quick saved, killed NPCs, went to jail, loaded my save, but I stopped due to the fact that FBI now look at Skyrim and Fallout data to uncover future serial killers. What?
Mm,
Oh,
mm.
for real, no joke this time. That's wild. That is a good way to let off steam. Like just save it, go crazy. We did that on our
Mhm.
playthrough when you were gassing me
Yes.
up about going to kill everybody, and then they lit me up so bad. Thank God I saved.
I was kinda
Thank
like, "Yo, do
God.
you wanna run it or you wanna be somebody's bitch?" And then I kinda
You
got
see how
into
she
his
talks?
mind and
You see how she
he
be
just
saying
went
shit? Like, what
ham.
else am I gonna do? I
I
gotta kill
was
everybody after that shit.
I was not expecting
But they
that.
were
You
not.
went
They
loco,
were not
bro.
letting.
It was
They busted my
crazy.
ass.
It was a bloodbath. It was
Yeah.
insane.
It was a massacre. It was a
You
massacre.
kinda lost it. I was not expecting it. You kinda it happened. You snapped. You were like, "Let me check something now." Pop, pop, pop. I was like, "Oh my god. What am I watching?" And then it's
Yeah.
crazy because I got so excited and I was so confused. I was like, "Damn, did I get to him and messed up his game?" But now talking to you guys and over here, like, this is the beauty of, like, conversating about this game and kind of listening to everyone's experiences. I kind of realized that we could have just went back on the when you were robbing that ATM and then you couldn't sell your stuff. We could have just went to the last safe and kind of reset that situation. You could have sold your things, robbed the actual bank, and then that would have been
And
cake.
then be even
But we
worse.
didn't, yeah, like
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
we
No, thank
didn't
you.
like
No, thank
pause
you.
for a moment and thought it through.
No, no,
And
no,
look,
no, no, no.
just
BZ
kept it
says
going.
it's 4, I believe. 2 of them are guys. LOL. Sam and Barrett, 2. So Sam and Barrett are guys. I don't think I've even met these people.
Yeah.
I actually they might be the people in Constellation, the other guys. I talked to them only in the very beginning. I've never gone back to talk to them. So Umbra says she was
Well, your
prepping to throw that
experience
thing
on
at you.
BG3 makes you
She was
stay
teasing
away.
me, Umbra. She was teasing me, bro. That was not cool. Uh, John says they gave me an option yesterday to flirt with Sam Cole, and I was like, hell no.
I'm gonna go the other way real
Oh,
quick.
look, Umbra knows ladies will send you straight off for reals. It's like, go
Yeah.
defend my honor. This is like some 38-foot diesel monster dude. You're like, ah, You know what?
What do I
Mm.
do?
This sounds like an uphill battle. G-Baby says, you haven't been trying with Sarah, John. So the game thinks you want Sam. You see? It's going.
Oh, damn. All right. All
BZ
right.
says, yeah, John, I'm all careful with my Barrett convo, so I sound incredibly dry. Yo, I'm telling you, if you didn't hear my story about BG3, yo,
Yeah.
I was in camp the first time in Baldur's Gate
Yes.
3,
Tell it, baby.
and I started talking to everybody, and I went to go talk to the dude, I forget his name, who was there, Gale. He even has a woman type name. I didn't realize it. Okay, but Gale,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Excuses now.
he
Excuses.
went
Wait till you
ahead
guys
and
hear
he's
this
like
shit.
doing some magic, right? He's like standing there and he's like does like he has like this hologram of this woman, right? So I'm like, oh, let me
Oh,
go
no.
talk to him. Like, who's that pretty lady? Literally, like, that was the option. Like, who's that pretty lady? So I'm like, I'm literally talking like I'm interested in that woman that you have that photo of or that image
Yeah.
of. And it escalates to the point where he says, you know, well, do you want to do some magic? Right?
Uh-huh.
Like to teach me some magic, right? And I was like, okay. He was like, all right, well, do this. Okay, now enter the weave with me or whatever. So I thought we go in there together, right? And he teach me like more advanced magic. So I'm like, okay, let's go. Go in there and we start doing the magic. And
Dude.
then he wanted more magic, different type of
Wanted the
magic,
magic stick, you guys.
tricks that I was
Say
not
like it
going
is.
to
The
play.
magic stick you wanted, all right? Dude,
Yes.
guys, listen to me. If any other dude says you want to do some magic, all
Now I
right?
know. No.
You know what it means. Thanks to CMoney.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Joanna Dark. What's up, my man? Welcome,
Good
welcome.
morning. Welcome.
Yeah, that
Yes,
was
do not
you have to be
do not
careful
go
when
do
you're talking.
magic.
Yeah, you have to be careful. Jacob says, idea for a black hole quest line. You travel to a broken moon which is destroyed, but lands anyway to talk to a missing constellation pilot. He's hurt, and then a black hole appear, and you run. It's a trap. Oh no, that's not your ship to escape it. That's dope. That's dope.
Okay,
That would be a good idea. Umbra says
It
it's
was.
a trap. Yes, it is a trap. You can't be talking to him
See,
like that.
Amber knew.
Cannot
He's like, you
be
don't go do
talking.
magic.
Nah, you don't
That
do
was a
magic.
trigger invite.
No, unless you want to do magic, right? That's
Unless
cool
you want
too.
to do magic,
I'm
but
not
listen,
saying
for
I'm not
those that
against
don't,
doing the magic for the people who want to do the magic. I'm saying that I don't want to do that magic, so I felt like I was a little tricked. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That's all. I'm just feeling like
that's what. Look at the chat, baby. Look at the chat. Yes, let's
G-Maybe,
go.
want to do magic? Here, hold my wand.
That's what I heard the moment he told me this. Yes.
Mr. Jordan Dark says, I'm going to mod Selma Hayek to be my Sarah.
There you go. But listen, we
man.
need Ryan Gosling in there. I don't know why you skipped that comment, bro.
Where? I don't see it. Oh, you should mod
Ryan Gosling. Yes, baby.
Yes.
That's what's up.
I mean,
let's go.
That would be dope.
That would be dope.
That would be dope. That would be dope.
Wait. So maybe if Ryan Gosling wants to do some magic.
No, nah. Delete. Forget it. Done. Over.
Pause.
Pause that shit. That's over. John Wolf says Sam Cole talking about going through black holes, and I'm giving him the side eye. Like, there ain't no black holes over here, my man. Keep it moving. Keep it moving for real.
Oh my God.
Yo, that was a wild situation to be involved in, though. It did change the way I play when I talk to dudes in the games. Like, I'm just like,
you're a lot more cautious now.
Correctly, because I don't want to be putting any false. I don't want to lead anybody on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to ruin anybody's day.
You don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Hurt nobody's feelings. Just want to keep everything cool, right?
I get that. But listen, you guys just got to keep at it with the conversation. Sarah obviously will come through, you know?
At some point. We're going to keep putting the work in.
You just need to up your persuasion skills because
I
Madman
do.
is
Maybe
playing
that's
too.
the
He
reason
started the
too.
game and he's actually really good with that as well. So, you know.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right. So we're getting towards the end here because I have to get back to work. But on
Yes.
Saturday we had our podcast on Point the Gaming Newscast. It was a blast. If you didn't see it, go
We
watch
had a
it. But
freaking blast and we kept it contained, you
and
guys.
we kept it contained. We didn't have a
Yes.
7-hour podcast.
Mhm.
Woo! Minimized it.
Yes.
It was good. It was good. But we did get some comments in our Discord from our boy G maybe because he was not
Ooh,
able to catch it live. So we're normally, if you've been at our shows, you know, just like we do right here, you come in the chat, you're talking to us, we talk about your whatever you said and we discuss it right there if it's something to discuss, or we just mention it if it's something just to mention.
yeah.
So G maybe has some takes on what was going on, so we're going to talk about it. So G maybe says writing a bad review on Starfield after just 5 hours of gameplay is like reading the appetizer section of a menu at a new restaurant and deciding the food tastes terrible before the waiter brings drinks to your table. 100%.
Yeah.
Right. And that was
It's
talking
true.
about the Metacritic people, where that stupid site came in, said that they played for like 5 hours and didn't like it, and they gave it like a 65. And it's like that's wild. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Well,
highly disrespectful.
it's really crazy, especially the fact that they can go ahead and do that. Like that shouldn't be something to take to heart, right? And that shouldn't you shouldn't even be allowed to do that crap. The thing is, I spend like 2 hours just making my characters cuz there's so much to just mess around with and like just doodle with. It was crazy. Like you
Yeah.
can't possibly spend 5 hours playing this game and feel like you know anything about it.
Agreed. Agreed. So that was just asinine. John Wolf says, I'm going to mod the TikTok girl saying ice cream so good for Sarah. Maybe she'll finally give me some love. Oh my God.
Fingers
That's
crossed for you,
hilarious.
John. You got this. Get that booty.
That's hilarious. I'll be praying for you too, bro.
I know.
G maybe also said the pronoun thing was so dumb and suspicious. As another channel had pointed out, if this is not Xbox targeted, then where was the rage for Baldur's Gate 3, which goes
Yeah.
far deeper into gender choices and their anatomical preferences? No rage, fake and misdirected rage, more like it. Yes, agreed.
I
Yeah,
agree.
that was
But
wild. That guy was so like
it was
pissed.
disgusting. It was disgusting. And like to put things out there like that is it's just crazy. To make anybody feel uncomfortable, these options should be there, period. If they don't have anything to do with you, then they have nothing to do with you. You move on and you keep it moving. But like I can't imagine, and it's crazy to see, but I can't imagine people feeling this way about something like that.
Yeah.
And
Like it has
if
nothing to do
that's
with
in a
you, man.
video
Just
game,
keep
like
that shit to yourself.
imagine in real life. That's freaking bonkers. I can't stand it.
Agreed. 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 Mr. Joanna Dark says, damn, he wanted to go to the candy shop.
He
LOL.
did.
See buddy, that guy wanted la paleta.
La
LOL.
paleta, right? There we go. He was going to be there all
Oh,
day.
oh man. Yo, fun fact, Mr. Joanna Dark, he lives literally a couple minutes away from where I went to high school.
Really?
Yep. It's
That's what's
crazy.
up.
Crazy. I mean, he moved there after, but it's just wild that he still lives right there. Um, John Wolf says that guy overreacted and it was weird. Now, Jim Sterling review was totally agenda driven. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
even, I've gotten to the point where I've stopped even like watching these things. Like I didn't even really watch this guy's stuff. I just read it, I read about it
Yeah.
and somebody wrote the stuff. But yeah, it's just stupid, man. It's so ridiculous that they have this like agenda to try to to try to bring down this game. Dude, the game is amazing. The game is so many different games. That's
It
how you
is.
know it's a game of the generation, because it's so many different games for so many different people. You know what I'm saying? You have so many different
It's anything
experiences.
you
It's
want it
such
to
high
be.
quality.
Exactly.
It's crazy. It's fucking Doodle
I
living
s-
her best
I don't know
life,
if
exploring
yeah.
and having fun, and killing creatures and killing people, just doing what she wants. That's fire, bro. Like that
Yeah.
is a dope ass game where you can just be like, what do I want to do today? How do I want to
And
play my game?
that's what I said to you. See, I don't know if you remember, the biggest compliment for a game is that if it's not your type of game, you get to enjoy it. And you're like, oh my gosh, I was not expecting this. It's not
Absolutely.
my type of game. You can't knock it in any way. It's so good. I'm having a
And
great
it's
time.
not your
It's
type of
insane.
game, except that now technically it is your type of game because you do like how this game is. Like the version of it that I was playing, like how I was playing it, is not your type of game. But you being
Yes.
able to freely go to planets, explore, do all these fun things, like for you, that is your type of game, right? Like for
Yeah.
you, that's your
And
type
the
of
thing
game.
is, when you were like, "Now you like to read, huh?" Because I was
Yeah, I
like,
know.
"Yo, skip through the conversation. Let's move it along." And then I'm sitting there like, do I want this? Do I want that? Is that like?" And you're like, "Well, now you like
Yeah,
to read, huh?" But it's a
yeah,
different experience when you're
exactly.
doing your thing, you know? And
Exactly.
again,
Agreed.
I love the
100%.
fact that I did watch you play. I love the fact that I got to see, where I would get stuck and stuff like that, because now I know more about the game and the approach to take.
Absolutely. Mr. Joanna Dark says, I've never seen so much hate for a game instead of celebrating great games. It's so stupid.
And
John
that's
Wolf
the
brings up a
problem.
great point.
How are we supposed to, like, be, right? Like, freaking lift each other up. I don't hear anybody talking about Spider-Man right now. I know it's gonna be a great game, but, like, right now, let's celebrate Starfield, right? Let's give it its flowers, and no one wants to do that. They find anything they can, they twist it, and it's kinda disgusting. Like, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
Well, I mean, if you think
If I
about
was
like,
Philly, I would be so freaking pissed, dude. Like, it's
yeah,
crazy,
no,
but you guys are
I'm
coming
sure he
through with it.
is. I'm sure he is. And I honestly, people think he's like this nice guy. Yo, he's making moves. He does what he
Yeah.
has to do in front of the camera, but he's
Yep.
writing checks that nobody thought were being written. You don't, that's some
Exactly.
mob shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just, I'm gonna buy it. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
mine now. Like, get out of here. Um, John Wolf says, wait till ABK closes. This will get much worse. The more market share Xbox gets, the more roaches will come out. Yo,
Yep.
get your rage ready. It's true, man.
Get
It's
your
true.
rage ready.
Umbra
Get
says
ready.
it's
Listen, there's gonna
overblown.
be
Every
a lot more outbursts, a lot more
Oh
crap
yeah,
going on out there. And like the point is, like, I love what everyone is doing. Everyone's tweeting out videos, tweeting out pictures. Like, just do your thing, play your game, and just keep spreading the word, that positivity, to fight that negativity. That's all you can do, you
absolutely.
know?
Infinite says it's overblown and ridiculous. The undue hate and scrutiny this game has gotten.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. No, no one, no one talking Spider-Man 2 and how Mary Jane left Peter for 19 inches of venom.
Damn. Well,
So
listen.
I don't know if you saw that tweet that PlayStation did, but they were talking about the collector's edition. And in the
Yes.
tweet, they said something about getting ready for 19 inches of venom or taking 19 inches of venom. So
I
that's
keep
become
hearing the 19
quite
inches
the
of venom.
quite the meme. Oh my god! All right. Now G maybe says 4 hours, even with the format change. Dang! Imagine how long the show would be if you had actual Sony games to talk about. Yo,
Damn!
that's true,
Damn! And that's
and that's
true.
a nice that's a nice
I'm
burn.
frustrated, again, the fact that they're not telling us what's happening. I wanna know what's going on. I feel like they're just I know that Jimmy always has something up his sleeve. There's something going on. There are things taking place. They're
Yeah.
making moves. We just don't know about them. It's annoying and
It's
frustrating.
it's 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 the wackest thing to be a fan of. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, as much as the products end up being good, that's like, I don't know, being a fan of like a vacuum cleaner company, and you love a nice good vacuum, so you just wait till the next product that comes out. And I still love them because it's the next vacuum that's dope, but it's like there's no engagement, right? So I don't like PlayStation is a company, it's a brand. They're supposed
Yeah.
to make the community excited throughout, not just like, hey, we brought out this product, done. And then whenever the hell they decide that it's time for the next product to come out, they don't give us anything to celebrate, get us excited for. And you know that because 99% of these Sony fanboys are talking fucking Starfield.
Yeah. And the
That's
thing is that
everything
they
they
had
have
the
going on right
audacity.
now.
We've been talking about Starfield for like ever, right? And then they were talking about how they're not even advertising the freaking game. Like everything is criticized. Well, now it's in your face. Take it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Joanna
Yeah.
Dark says, if you're a true gamer, you don't care about what box or logo a game is on. You play it. Starfield has shown many grifters and gatekeepers. Yeah, they're
Those are
exposed,
freaking
man.
facts.
They're exposed. It's
Yeah.
bullshit. All right. So G maybe says, Xbox shutting down that Dolphin emulator until they could have a version that did not include Nintendo ROMs may have been more than just a legal maneuver or appeasement for the 10-year deal. Although I don't see first party Nintendo titles coming to Game Pass perhaps ever, I do see Game Pass coming to the new Nintendo console. If it comes pre-packaged for the next 10 years, then I think they should call it the Nintendo Switch X or the Nintendo Cross Switch, pronounced Cross Switch. Then they could celebrate and feature cross compatibility and maybe a few crossover titles that feature guest characters appearing in different consoles. So when we were, I agree. When we were on the podcast on
Doing our
Saturday, we
podcast.
were talking about the
Mhm.
Switch 2 and the possibilities of what it can be. Um, and we were just kind of talking about like the idea that what if Nintendo and Xbox kind of joined forces to almost box out PlayStation and
Mhm.
they release the games on each other's consoles, right? If they make a deal that they work together and, essentially Nintendo acts as, Xbox's handheld, right? And then Nintendo can also have like that super high end place where their games go. Obviously, that was a bit far of a stretch for Nintendo. I don't think Nintendo would ever put their games somewhere else, but I damn sure know Xbox wants their games everywhere,
Yes. I think that
right?
would be beneficial for both, really. Um, if you want to switch, you're not going to not buy the Switch. If you want an Xbox, you're not going to not buy it, right? But what this will
Agreed.
do is have reach those that have not experienced these games, right? So I think
Yep.
Game Pass on Nintendo would be freaking amazing. And if Nintendo goes ahead and gets out of its box, they can potentially make a lot more money. This 10-year deal, we don't even know what it means. We do know that Philly has been having that Switch on the background of his interview for like a freaking while now. So like it means something. There are a lot of changes coming. I don't think that Nintendo would have signed the contract if they were not willing to go ahead and make changes.
I agree
Big
100%.
changes.
And
So,
I think we do see Nintendo making a lot of different moves. Like Madman on the podcast, he keeps bringing up like, oh, Nintendo would never do that, or
yeah.
Nintendo hasn't done that. And it's like, yeah, this is not the same Nintendo. First of all, the head of Nintendo is different, right? Because our boy, unfortunately, Iwata passed away, right? So it's different directions, different moves being made. Look at what happened with Square. Square
Yeah.
been the same way on Pony's jock, what I'm saying, on PlayStation stuff nonstop
Yep.
until new CEO. New CEO comes in, all of a sudden Final Fantasy 14 is going to come, right? All of a sudden they're going to bring more games to
Yes.
Xbox. So change of the guard brings different changes, you know what I'm saying?
And
People
that's the thing. Nintendo, they're not blind, right? They can see what's happening. They see what's going on with PlayStation. It's just smart business. And I understand that certain things they normally don't do, but doesn't mean that they won't do it now.
exactly,
Times change. So this is
especially the
just a
name.
step.
I think the name of the Switch is my biggest place where I feel like they're not stupid. I don't think that they're going to go ahead, throw away all the goodwill they built with the Switch name by
Yes.
doing a stupid version of it that people are gonna either mock or not care about. I think it'll just be the Switch 2. The Nintendo Switch 2, it's easy to understand. People know that there's a PlayStation 5. They don't confuse that with the PlayStation 4. This is it's a new system. Nintendo should not mess around. See, Mr. Joanna Dark
They
says
should
it
not.
should be called the Super Nintendo Switch, should be the name. The problem is that Super Nintendo name is so old. People don't understand that that would equal a new Switch. That just equal like a mid-gen refresh, right? Like a super. I think they should keep it easy, no bullshit. Just switch to, you got a new one, it's done. If you own the original one, that's the Switch 1. This one is the Switch 2. Um, Mr. John Dark says Switch 2 will be the GOAT and the ROG Steam Deck killer. And John
Yeah.
Rourke, don't hate. Oh my god.
Appreciate.
Um, I think I think the Switch 2 will be awesome, especially if it has Game Pass. But I can't wait to see what first party Nintendo does with power, right? Like
Yeah.
obviously we heard the rumors that they were backstage during Gamescom behind closed doors showing people what the new Switch looks like, or demos of it, and Nvidia DLSS is there. You know what I'm saying? It's on. The Switch 2, the 720p machine. Yo, it's gonna be. I honestly, it'll be 1080p because it's gonna be 720, but they'll upscale it on the handheld, and I think yeah, they'll go 4K on the screen. The
Yeah.
DLSS is amazing, bro. Like John knows, he's on that PC Master Race show, which is awesome, by the way. I actually I watch it like you guys have a lot of good information on there, so it's definitely a dope show. But he knows DLSS. How many S's? Two S's.
I
DLSS.
do too,
Um,
baby.
that 3.5 is coming out. And Nvidia has been kind of laying back because the console market is owned by AMD outside of Nintendo, right? Nintendo is with Nvidia. If they like on the PC, bro, you got games, excuse me, Cyberpunk on the like psycho mode or whatever, like the highest ray
Yeah.
tracing level with the 4090. I get maxed out in the hundreds frames per second, right? So for Nintendo to hit 4K at 60, fucking easy peasy with
Yeah.
DLSS. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is going to be a big turning point for Nintendo as far as like power output and matching what's current right now. And again, if Nvidia does it where they can change the type of DLSS that's there, like if they future proof it, you know what I'm saying? Where they make it where they can upgrade the DLSS to 3.5 or whatever with software
Yes.
down, like a software update, then they could even keep that shit going because when the new systems come out with more power, the software will amplify the power of the Switch to bring it into that same level. So I think there's a big future ahead for Nintendo having more hardcore games that are brought from
Yeah.
third party and then just themselves, really pushing the boundaries. Because I remember when Nintendo was the head of the graphics, right? They were the
Yep.
leaders of the tech, and they kind of fell back. But they've been able to do magic with the little box that they have, right? That little
They have.
switch. So with real power,
Comes
that's gonna
great
be
responsibility.
a
Let's
great
go.
responsibility. Mr. Gerardo Dark says, I'm the unofficial CEO of Nintendo, aka Nintendo.
Yes, baby. Let's go. I
Absolutely.
love it.
What does it say here? So people playing on Steam Deck and all other PC handhelds at 720p. So that shouldn't be a knock on the Switch. No, ROG Ally is 1080. I play at 1080. Not.
Damn, boy.
You know what I'm saying? DLSS, deep learning, super sampling. Absolutely. So he says Cyberpunk 2077 is beautiful in psychopath ray tracing. It really is, bro. It really is. John Wilson, CMoney, I'll send you an invite for the show. Me and Kay love talking to cool gamers like you and Doodle. Facts.
Oh,
just hit me up,
thank
man.
you, John. That's awesome.
Absolutely. Mr. Joanna Dark says, if you need someone to discuss the Switch 2, don't forget your boy. I don't think they take kindly to which in the PCMR world. Oh man, that's wild. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think we got good times ahead for the Switch
I
and
agree. I'm
for the Switch
excited.
brand.
I'm excited for what's coming with Nintendo. I know they have look, your Sarah's on the screen. Guys,
Sarah, that's when
you guys may want to rethink the situation. All right?
yeah. See,
Think it through.
I was like, it was honor to be a part of this. I was smooth talking to her the
Yeah,
entire
yeah.
time, bro, saying
Maybe
some
too thirsty.
crazy
You know what
things.
I mean?
Maybe it is too thirsty. Maybe she don't like that.
Exactly. Maybe she doesn't like that. She's a little more like hands-on, so you gotta maybe be a little bit more dominant with her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll try. I'll try. Jonathan says, "See, money you play at 1080p at sub 30 frames per second potato mode." No, it works good. It's just like potato mode for sure. Low. Some games, it depends on the game, man. Some games run great at medium. Some, run high. It just depends on the type of game.
Yeah.
John Wolf says Switch has a good place for PCMR. If you need something to hold up your GPO, you can use your Switch. Use it as a little stand to put your GPU up. That's hilarious. Joanna Dark says you're about to get a timeout. Oh shit. Umbra says the wrong ally does when the 10 don't. Damn.
Damn. Get him. Get him.
Oh my god.
Mr. Joanna Dark, get him.
He says you can't even get your games to load. Sit down. Damn. Red face GPI. That's wild. That's wild.
You guys, it's Monday morning. You guys are wilding out.
Spicy.
I love it.
And we're going long. All right. This is the last question, the last point here that G maybe left for our podcast. He said, when Sony did their showcase this year, Phil tweeted out congratulations to them on their show.
Yes.
Even going so far as to acknowledge how difficult it is to put these shows together. Sony has been radio silent over everything, with the exception of a few Mavericks. Jim Ryan has eaten so much crow and swallowed so many bitter pills that he doesn't even have the fortitude to extend any type of congratulations to Microsoft. He's lucky Phil still let him sign the deal.
I agree.
When I read that, I was like, yo, that's so true, because I did not I was aware of it, but I didn't think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't sit there and be like, oh, PlayStation is not acknowledging this, but they haven't said shit about Starfield. And that Phil he even said one year that God of War was his most anticipated game for the year. Like Phil's a gamer, right? So he doesn't care about the console war. He wants to go out there. Maybe he should care a little more. I think he does now. I think after this fiasco with ABK, I think he'll care a little bit more. But like the fact that they couldn't say like great job Bethesda, even if you don't want to at Xbox, right?
Yes,
great game, but a great job Bethesda. Yes. But they don't want to do it because they're bitter. They're bitter.
Yeah, the bitterness shows. It's quite disgusting. I think we're used to it, and we've kind of accepted that that's how they are, and we shouldn't, right? We shouldn't be okay with that. We should call it out, just like they call everything they can out when it comes to Xbox. We have talked about how gracious Philly is, my Philly steakhouse, but like they do everything and they've been through some difficult stuff. I remember them sitting there at the Game Awards when they didn't have any games coming out, and it's like that had to take a lot of courage, and that had to felt a certain way, and for him to acknowledge their games when they come out, like, dude, it's just courtesy. Like, let's all just embrace and lift each other up. That's the message, but they haven't gone along with it. And I do believe, just as you said, CMoney, this whole deal with ABK is really, it's opened Phil's eyes. I think that we're going to get a different approach from him going forward. We're not friends.
I agree. No, we're not friends.
That's the bottom line. We're not friends. So he said, I'm going to buy all the other friends.
I'm gonna buy all the other friends. I'm gonna buy my friends. Gotta do
For
what I gotta
10
do.
years. All right. I'm going to
Listen,
keep them on a
rich people have
contract.
been doing it
That's the
forever,
stuff.
right?
Yes.
So let's
Yes.
just finally get on board, Microsoft. John Wolf says, funny thing is, I play all of my Switch games on ROG Ally. Yo, John, we gotta get together somehow, and you gotta let me know how, because I really want to. I want to play Tears of the Kingdom, looking right, not that shit show that's on the Switch. Maybe that will
Damn.
make it easier.
Well, you got to cut deep, though.
Dude, how did they release a second
It's a
game
little
that looks worse than the first game? It looks worse than the first game. God damn it. I want to play a good
That's
looking game.
messed up, see.
Joanna Dark says, hey, Nintendo doesn't make their games in Unreal Stutter 5.
Oh!
Well, they don't right
Damn.
now, but obviously you must have heard of the fact that behind closed doors, Nintendo was showing off the Matrix Awaken demo, the Unreal 5 demo, and they put that showing that it was using DLSS with ray tracing and everything. So Nintendo's joining the fight. All right, they're getting in there.
Listen, the difference is that Nintendo's gonna do it right. Okay,
yep.
Nintendo's gonna do it right.
I feel that. Why am I getting notifications? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. There you go. So yeah, the Nintendo, I think they're going to do a great job. I can't wait for them. I think they'll start making their games in UE5, you know what I'm saying? Just to put a little shine. Umbra says Nintendo isn't powerful enough to handle UE5. Part 2 should be. Well, it's actually not, to be fair. It's not powerful enough. It's the DLSS that's going to make it powerful enough. So the software is going to make it happen.
Coming for you guys.
Joanna Dark says UE5 is too trash to run on anything, and not even in constellation do they want to touch that shit.
That's right.
God. Jacob says Phil loves PlayStation, but Jim would crush Phil's head if he could. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, the hate
Sending
is
the
real.
feds to your house for bootlegging Switch games. Joanna Dark says, "Hey, it's not bootlegging if you own it. All right, it's not bootlegging if you own it."
Nintendo will really do that though. Like they'll be like, "Yo, hunt them down."
Yeah. See, money. You need to
they don't play
upgrade
around.
to the SWOLED. Oh, we have them, bro. We have like 5 of them. We get them.
Yeah, that's where it's at. Listen, I'm all in with Nintendo.
Yeah,
you got to be.
The difference between the original Switch and the OLED Switch is night and day. Like that screen was so trash that they launched with.
I know you were so mad. You like throw them, you put them in a drawer. Like I don't want to see you anymore. I've got OLED.
Seriously, we have so many Switches at the house for no reason. Oh my god, UE5 is the future, while Nintendo is an old artifact. Damn.
How could you?
Umbra said that. He said even Nintendo wants UE5, Mr. Joanna Dark. Damn.
How could you?
Joanna Dark says that's why Sarah's giving you no play in Starfield. She can smell your UE5 stench. Listen,
you're my boy.
You already married her, bro. You already married her.
He brought it back. This is getting personal. This is getting real.
Oh my god. Jacob says, even if Jim lied when he said that none of their studios can make such a masterpiece COD is, his statement definitely hurt. And I was like, wow, he really went this far. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my god, Umbra Will Smith them. Keep my wife's name out your motherfucking mouth. Oh my god, that's hilarious, yo. That's hilarious. Listen,
it's crazy though. That's a known thing now. Will Smith is known for the slap.
Yeah, Joanna Dark said, I know Chris Rock. I know Chris Rock.
Yeah.
All right.
Yo,
listen, I gotta get to fucking work.
Spicy morning. What is spicy Monday morning? It's crazy.
Off. Right.
This is how you start it.
Guys, we're gonna end it here because I'm literally I gotta get to work. But I do appreciate you guys coming to hang with us this morning, making our Monday morning
Thank you guys.
So fun. So I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you haven't, hit the like button. It really helps us out. If you're watching and you haven't subbed before, please subscribe, hit the little bell so when you know we go live. I'm going to say it right now. So excited. Tomorrow night, tomorrow 4 p.m. Eastern time, we have our next episode of Her, Him, and a Guest. And this week's guest is none other than King David himself from the Iron Lords podcast. We're very excited that he's going to join us. That was really dope of him. So we're looking forward to it. So please, guys, be in the chat, show him support, let him know that we can bring the party. You know what I'm saying? So
let's go.
Appreciate it, guys. Do I anything else I need to say? My Doodle. I don't know if I'm forgetting anything.
We had the best time.
Oh, I wanted to thank. I'm sorry. I wanted to thank Jacob again for being our first Patreon supporter.
Yes.
It means a lot to us. YouTube hates us and refuses to let us monetize. You know, we have almost 11,000 subscribers, and they don't want to play nice because we do other things outside of the podcast. So, you know, it's really cool to have the extra support, man. So, Jacob, I appreciate it. If anybody out there listening would like to support us, very simple. It's patreon.com and is on point for gamers. So it's very easy to find us. But thank you so much. Appreciate it, guys. With that, I'm going to end the show the same way we always end our shows. Doodle.
Yes.
We're done.
We are.
Until next time.
You're intruding.
You're intruding.